But now, again, when people see this thing, you can't unsee the fact that there were people who knew about this for 2 years and kind of covered it up, and then it exploded, and there's no denying it this time in the way that there was about any of these prior sort of fibs that the media had been telling.
Well, with the possible exception of the White House press corps, I mean, his inner circle kept him increasingly away from the press, which I criticized all the time. I've covered him for 35 years. I probably know him better than anybody at Fox. And I only saw the deterioration and confusion that everybody saw when watching on TV. In other words, it isn't like journalists got to hang out with the president. He was kept in a bubble.
So Mark Halperin saw clearly Joe Biden's cognitive vacant state back in 2018. And conservatives generally saw Joe Biden's checked out cognitive state certainly by 2020.
I mean, that's true, but with the exception of the White House press corps is a pretty solid exception there. There are a lot of people in the White House press corps, and it turns out that Joe Biden was going to events, and behind the scenes, he was meeting reporters at these events sort of in passing, and they could see that he was sort of glassy-eyed and slack-jawed, that he wasn't all there. This was perfectly obvious in bits and pieces everywhere, and not only that, there was an overt attempt by members of the media to proclaim that any focus on this was somehow out of bounds. I mean, the cheap fakes scandal was 3 weeks ago. Okay, that was not 5 months ago.